What it do, bitches? This is Team Marty Marty here, and I'm too turned up to bring in this Battlefield 4 commentary. But before we get into the commentary, first thing I want you to do is I want you to hit the nay on that like button. I just want you to that like button for me because it really helps me out. I think the furthest we ever got was about 300 or 400 likes. If we get it to 500 likes, I will happy to give you a video a lot quicker than what I've normally done because I haven't filled up into, doing a lot of videos recently because I've just been bored and tired of work. So if you want to see more videos, please hit the nay on that like button. But let's get to the commentary. As you see, I'm playing Battlefield 4. I'm running around with the sniper rifle. I had a pretty decent game. Give me that headshot there, bitch. Very decent game. He got nuked on, but that's how it goes out here because, we beast mode. But, anyway, I did my thing with a sniper rifle. You can hear JG and all the other little weirdos in the background talking through the video because I was recording while we were in Mumble. But if you give me a like for that, it really helps me out. Hit the like button. Thank you. Just hit the like button right there. It's a little thumbs up thing. Hit that. It helps me out. Okay. So anyway, let's get to the commentary. So for the last few days, I went and bought, with my tax money, another graphics card. So I bought another 780, and I wanted to SLI it. So, I brought it home, and I was trying to look up what I needed for, SLI. The guys at my job, they were like, yeah, you're going to need an SLI bridge to attach the cards, but we don't have that. So I was like, oh, man, I won't have to get that card, man. That's fucked up. So I couldn't do that. So I went home, and I was like, okay, let me see if I don't need this, because some motherboards say that they're SLI ready, and I've heard that you really don't need the bridge if you have that. So I decided to go home, do some research to see if my motherboard was SLI ready. But then I, got on there, and I saw that my motherboard couldn't do SLI at all. And I was upset. It was a gigabit. I don't know what happened there. But anyway, give me your dog tax, bitch. Yeah, so anyway, I found out that it's a gigabit. And gigabit, normally, they don't do SLI. They normally just do AMD Crossfire, which means if you have an AMD Radeon card, then you can run 2 or multiple cards together in SLI. But I didn't have that. I have NVIDIA cards, so I wasn't able to do so. What I had to do was I had to go back to my job, and I had to pretty much look for a new motherboard. So I had to find a new motherboard, and I would have to take this one out, take my processor off this motherboard, and then put the new motherboard in my tower and my processor in the same place. So mind you, I never done this before. This was weird to me. I never did it before. I was scared as fuck, and it was just something new because I didn't want to mess up my motherboard or my processor. So I was very scared, and I was like, man, I don't know what to do. So on Wednesday, or was it Friday? I think it was Friday. No, not Friday. Today's Friday. Thursday. Well, Wednesday, I did get the motherboard, took it home, and I started on it around 9 o'clock. I watched a few videos on YouTube to see how, everything worked. And before I built up the confidence, because I was nervous the whole time I was selling, Moshi and Black and everyone. I was like, man, I'm scared. This is the first time I've ever done this. The only thing I've ever done was take RAM out and put a RAM in, and take graphics card out and put a graphics card in. I never really built a whole computer or taken anything out, so I was nervous. It's understandable. So, I went and started on it around 9 o'clock, watched a few videos and took everything apart. And everything was going well at first, but it got a little crazy towards the end. First of all, the first problem was the wire management. If you guys watched my video that I put up around 2012 when I first got this rig, you will see that when I opened up the box, there were wires everywhere because I got it from iBuyPower, and I didn't know about the whole paying an extra few dollars to get the wire management done. So they didn't do any wire management really at all for me. They just left all the wires in the coil just pointing at me and looking at me. It was just staring at me. So I was like, man, what am I supposed to do? So I had to go and manage the wires a little bit. I bought some little wire cable managed things at my job and some little little zip ties and things, and I started zip tying those things up together and all that stupid shit and got them out the way. So then the next task was taking the motherboard out. So I watched a few videos on how to do this. All you have to do is there's a few screws there, but you have to unhook every single thing that's hooked up to your motherboard. You have to unhook all of that and take that out. So I had to unhook all the little cables and everything, and then I started unscrewing the motherboard, took it out, took the processor out. So I took the processor out. You saw the kid get duped on. Took the processor out and everything. So put the other motherboard in, and I had to read the manual because I forgot where the stupid switches go and all the little plugs and everything go. So I had to read the switches and then put that all together, and it was fucking annoying, but I got it right. Put that all in there and put all the switches in there, but then I ran into the wire management problem again. So I didn't wire manage it too well. So the problem was I could get one of the graphics cards in, but I couldn't get the other graphics card in there. So it was a struggle trying to get that second GTX 780 in there. It was crazy. But eventually I got it in there. But then I ran into more problems. So I plugged everything up. I put the processor back in after I put the heat sink with the thermal fluid and all that stuff on it. I did all that. Put that on there, and then I turned it on. The problem was I couldn't get an image for some reason. The monitor kept saying there was no input when I knew it was plugged in. I didn't know what the problem was, and I took it apart again and then tried everything else again, and it just didn't work. So it was around 3 a.m. when I finally decided to give up, and it was a Wednesday, and I was thinking the motherboard had an issue or was broken or something. So I was like, man, this is some bullshit. But I took it apart and just gave up or whatever. So then the next morning I was like, no, you know what, I'm not gonna give up. Maybe I was doing something wrong. I'm gonna try again. So the problem that was going on was my RAM. Okay, so the RAM that I had put in there, I put it in and I pressed down on it, but it wasn't snapping. I remember RAM is supposed to snap in, but it was not snapping in on this motherboard. So I'm like, maybe it's in tight enough. So I just left it at that. So I was like, no, it's supposed to snap in on the next day. So I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna risk it for a biscuit, and I'm gonna push it all the way down, and I'm gonna try to snap it in. So hit the like button for me, not giving up. If you're new to this, to the channel, just hit the like button for that, because it'll really help me out. So I decided to press down as hard as I could, and the RAM snapped in. So I pressed the other one in, and that one snapped in too. So once I did that, then I plugged it all back in, and then I turned it back on, and voila, there was the image that I needed to see on the monitor. So after that, it was all set up. I set everything up and put the machine back together. So now I have two SLI 780 GTX 780 graphics cards. Damn, I'm balling out here, balling like a, I don't know, I can't think of anything around with that, but I'm going hard. I'm going hard. Hit the like button for me, go hard. Hit the like button. It's a thumbs up thing. Hit the like button if you enjoy the commentary and me going hard. Hit that. It helps me out. So going hard and everything, and I'm amazed, man. This is great. Every game I'm playing, I'm getting 60 frames or more. Really not getting any frame drops past 40. The only game that gave me problems was Crysis. I tried Crysis, but people still to this day use the original Crysis for benchmarking, because it's so many textures on everything. Every leaf has a texture to it, and it has physics. Every leaf that you touch will move. It's just a crazy game, man. So that's the only one that gave me about 40 frames to 30 frames, but then it would go all the way back up to 60 plus. So it was only a certain parts that would drop down, but then it would just go all the way back up to 60. So it's amazing, man. These two GTX 780s are great. I'm happy I bought them and all that good stuff. And I just wanted to share it with you guys, man. So yeah, if you can hit the like button for me having two GTXs balling, like like a Cash Money Millionaire. If you can just do that, bling bling, you know what I mean, bling bling. If you can hit the like button for that thing. I don't know what that black was that happened again. It just keeps doing that for some odd reason. I don't know what that is, but hit the like button for that, and leave a comment on how you feel about it. If you're a console fanboy, I understand you might be upset, but this is Team Marty Mar, and I'm out this bitch. Peace.